Hi there guys, welcome back to Crypto Rise, and I know I haven't uploaded a video in a long time, but I've been very ill. I hope you guys can forgive me. Before we get into the video, I want to do a giveaway, a fresh new one. To get into the giveaway, all you have to do is like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and down in the comments say that you've done all three. Now let's get straight into the video. So today we're going to be doing a daily update on Quant. Literally, I haven't done one in so long, but if we just look at the crypto prices in general, it's not been too great. It's been like a small increase in the past week, as we can see, because it looked 5% up. But generally, everything's been fluctuating quite a lot. It's been quite stagnant. There's not been that much growth, and because we're still in a bear market, you can't really expect much to be happening. So even if we keep scrolling on a seven day chart, look, everything's near enough to zero, and there's not much been happening that much, and you can't really expect much as well, because if the big coins aren't moving that much and they're quite low at the moment, you're not going to be seeing a lot in the smaller coins. So now if we go to the Quant chart, this is drawings I've done ages ago, and like I said around that time, let's take that out of the way, the 25th of November, that's probably the last time I've done a price prediction on Quant. And I was completely right about what I said. It went up, back down, and then straight back up to 130, and then around that point it fell back down. I said it will stay between these lines. It pretty much did, because look, this support line that it's had, it broke through, but it went straight back up and broke through this resistance line as well. And it's around here. It's got a red candle at the moment. This is on a 4-hour chart. If we go to a weekly chart, let's just zoom out on this one so we can see clearly. It's on a green candle, but at the moment I don't think it's going to stay green. I think it's going to go lower than the blue candle itself. Let me try to show you where I think it's going to go. I think it's going to go down. I feel like it'll go, well, that's a bit too, let me delete that, and let me go back to a 4-hour. I feel like it's not going to stay that high. I think at the moment what it is at, I think that if we just refresh this so you can get a better look at it, I think if we really look at it, I feel like 122, it's not very strong at that level. Yes, it's got 2 points here where it's already met, even across here 120, but I don't think it's going to break through this level. I think it's going to drop lower. There's not been that much great news about the coin itself for it to really be doing amazing stuff in the short term. And plus, because if you look at all these other coins here, all of these other coins, the bigger coins like Ethereum, Bitcoin, ADA, XRP, they've been doing much like there's been much negative turnover on them. There's not been that much positive. There's not been any buying power in the coin itself. So, and if you really look at it here, there's been a lot of stagnant movement. There's not been anything going on. There've been dips all the way there to around the 115 mark, 116. It's gone back up, but gone back down to 116 as well. I feel like it's going to break through this support line, and I think it will drop to around $100, maybe even below $100. There's been a point where it's reached $100 quite a lot, even below there, $97. If we scroll back, we probably find points where it's gone, yeah, $100 is a very significant point and price mark for it, which I could see it going down to as well, because there's not been as much, like, there's not been great news that could propel it to go to like $200-300 by the end of the year. And as I've been saying it's not going to go to that great numbers. I said it could go to 168, but it's going to take quite a lot for it to get to that level. Now if we go to Greg Lunt, he normally supplies a lot of information about Quant, and this however has been very good news in terms of, like, there's been a lot of holders. It's increased to 103,000 holders, which is amazing in itself, because look, there's been a steady increase from the end of last month into this month. There's been hundreds of new holders every single day, which is crazy in its sense, because if you really look at it, if we go to Quant, they're right there. There's a bigger circulation of it. It's increased in circulation, increased in how much quant there is in the system itself. But really and truly, the price hasn't really like shown that to us as well. It's crazy how to think that there's so many holders, yet there's no increase in price. There must be something going up. I don't know what it could be. That's for us to find out. But in terms of a long-term investment, I feel like it's a very, very positive one. I feel like a lot of people will benefit from it. And realistically, we're going to have to look into the future. We're going to have to wait and look at the future for what happens to it. Now, if we scroll down even further, there's been a lot of like new ventures it's gone into. And look, Gilbert Verdian talks about how they're implementing new technology in Latin America. And to be fair, there's been loads of implementation of blockchain technology all around the world, especially in countries that you wouldn't really expect it. Like there would be in third world countries, you'd be seeing like crypto cafes, crypto exchanges, crypto shops. Is crazy when you think about it. Even in places like Turkey, Antalya, there's been loads of shops opening up. Like there's some Tether shops, Bitcoin shops. It's just crazy how the third world countries are moving so much more further with cryptocurrency compared to us, compared to like these developed countries like the UK, America, all these big European powers, as well as American powers. Now let's watch this video and see what Gilbert Verdian talks to us about.
By implementing blockchain technology, they're able to leapfrog all the legacy infrastructure and the barriers that they've had in the past to real-world, real-time digital assets in a very short period of time, benefiting people by having better payment systems to facilitate more innovation, stronger GDP growth, and allowing for seamless trade between the different parties. Our approach is bringing the technology to the masses, and you can't be limited by geography. The very nature of blockchain is global, and the very nature of how society and businesses operate today is through globalization is also global.
So that was a good video about how he's trying to say that, look, there's going to be future like implementations of blockchain around the world, especially in Latin America. And if countries like that, if big continents like that could literally have it implemented, it could only be better for the whole coin itself, because you're going to see a lot of it being used the more that crypto is used in smaller countries, you'll see a lot of increase in it in bigger countries as well. Now if we go to another video on Gilbert Verdian talking about how to keep all the money safe, it's a small little explanation about how like himself working in cybersecurity, he will provide as much security for your funds as possible.
So my background has been in cybersecurity for 20 years, being responsible for cybersecurity, protecting the nation. So I worked in the government, at the Treasury. My last role was to keep all the payment infrastructure safe for the Bank of England. So I was the chief security officer there. And the problem we're seeing is this loss of trust in the system. There is a confidence issue. People don't feel safe in the current environment that we're in. It's scary. We're losing data. We have data breaches, and the confidence and trust has been lost. And what we're setting out to do is to reset that. We're readjusting the technology and the architecture of the financial system and also the internet to enable trust, because it's a barrier to mass adoption. It's a barrier to digitization and growth. And the work that we're doing is enabling everyone, people, companies, banks, to use new innovative technology like blockchain to have that mass adoption of trust and really get the potential of what digitization can bring to people. And so we're quite excited because we're in the middle of shaping all of this, and we're innovating and working with large clients and partners that we've announced like SIA and banks, and we're enabling people to have trust in the new financial system.
So this is just a video of him trying to say that there should be trust built about Quant and how he's going to provide as much security for people with their funds in Quant in general, and just to clear up any like the stress that people are having and talking about. Now, if we go to a quant prediction, and this is a website talking about, look, future prediction 2023, 2025, and 2030. If we scroll down, people talking about a 1-day prediction. I don't think you can get much on 1 day, but on a weekly, it says the forecast quite neutral. So I think it's going to stay in between the 120 range to around 100. I think we'll stay between that. But look, there's been a lot of selling pressure here. The indicators show, look, there's 3 buys, but it's around about, it's stagnant. You're going to see a lot of growth, but I could see a good potential to buy the coin itself. If we look here, look, in January, say the price will turn around $96, which in terms for us, if you want to keep buying in it for a long-term process, it's perfect for us, I can't lie, because $96 is pretty good. The average price is 113, so that's what I'm saying. It's going to stay between the 120 to 110, 100 level for the next couple months, and it really depends. If we still stay in a bear market, then we'll really understand whether the price of it's going to really rise or it's going to stay stagnant or drop. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and drop a like, make sure you comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.